I said, you're about to blow my mind, think that you should back away. She said, these niggas switching sides. I said, bitches playing games. I got a loud up on my mind, that's why I be overweight. She said, yeah, what you know, I'm tryna know.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to A&M Vlogs. This is story time number 3. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. Before we get into the video, make sure to hit that like button down below as well as subscribe. And with that being said, let's get into today's story time. Let's do it. The keys, the keys, the keys. Oh, yes. So this is a story time about me and my friend Ian. Haitian, as I call him. Unfortunately, he's not here. He's in Ohio right now, so we can't collab on this story together. But this summer, as long as everything clears up with the whole virus situation, we plan on getting some cool videos out. But with that being said, let's get right into the story time. So this was during our sophomore year of high school, when we were roommates at the time at the private school. And so, you basically know how at a lot of schools, the same thing, public, private, wherever, there's key rings where there's a lot of keys on it, whether janitors use the key rings or staff use them to open up different doors throughout the buildings, right? And we were at the gym one day. It was just like, actually I was there, and Ian wasn't there at the time, and we were playing in the gym. I was just shooting around, and this other kid there, I'm not gonna use his name, but this kid's name was T. I'll just say that. So this kid T was out in the softball field at the school, hitting baseballs. And because at this time, during sophomore year, the school still had a baseball team, so he was out there hitting, and he came across a set of keys out there. Not just like 2 keys, no, every key that opened up everything at the school. It looked like it opened up everything at the school because there was at least 20 keys on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So he had the keys, and I remember I went out there because I was gonna help retrieve the baseballs for him, and I didn't know he had the keys at the time. And he's like, "Bro, I got these keys. Like, what do I do? Do I turn them in?" I was like, "I don't fucking know. Like, if you turn them in, are they gonna think you stole them?" That's what was always going through my head, right? When we had them, is if we turn them in, do they think we stole them and now we're just giving them in, right? Like at the school there, it's very hard. Like I feel like most of the time you're guilty. You'll get in trouble no matter what, right? So especially for him and I. And yeah, so the keys. So I don't remember exactly how Ian and I got a hold of them. But for whatever reason, they were in our room. And it was like a bunch of us knew about them, and we didn't know what the fuck to do. We didn't know how to turn them in or to leave them somewhere. So we never use them. We decided to just keep them and not use them. Until this one night when my bro Ian was like, "Yo, like, do you think the spare dorm room?" So a little background before I continue. This spare dorm room in the dorms where we lived was vacant for a while. And in there, it was the only dorm that had a bathroom in the room and with a shower and stuff, which we all wanted because we all had to share, obviously, the showers and the stuff in the dorm. It's kind of like a college dorm. And so he was like, one night it was late. It was easily past midnight, right? We're both laying there, roommates. And he's like, "Bro, why don't we use the keys, right?" And I was like, it's like, "What do you mean?" Like, he's like, "Let's go into the one room, right? The dorm room." And I was like, "All right, let's do it, whatever." We're sophomores, right? We're dumb. Who gives a fuck, right? So we're like, "All right, let's just do it." Like, everyone's sleeping. So we start walking down the hall. Now, granted, we live in this wing of the dorm, and the dorm room we have to go to is all the way in the other wing upstairs. So we're walking across. We're tiptoeing, making sure everyone's asleep. My bro Ian's got the keys, and I'm right behind him. And we finally get up to the door, right? And, we're debating for a second. He's like, "Bro, like, we're good, right? No one lives in there?" And I'm like, "Bro, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's empty." He's like, "Yeah, you're right, it's empty." We didn't fucking know someone lived in there. We had no idea someone lived in there. And we soon found that out because he turns the key, no noise or anything, turning, and all of a sudden he swings, Ian swings the door open. I'm there, but I'm like, I don't know how to put this. I'm like at an angle where I can kind of see in, but the person inside couldn't see us, right? And this dude's bed, he was one of the faculty at the school. For whatever reason, he's living in a faculty at the school is living in a room the size of this little bedroom, right? That's his apartment, this little room. And he's laying in bed and he sits up and looks straight out the door at us. Straight out the door, I tell you. And I know Ian's heart dropped. My heart dropped. We both look at each other. We're like, fuck. This dude goes, what the hell are you guys doing? And we're like, oh shit. So he jumps out of bed and he comes to chase us. I sprint my ass to the nearest bathroom. I run in and I act like I'm taking a piss, right? And I act mad tired. So I walk back out and I'm acting like I'm washing my hands and I'm tired. I'm like, So I'm like this, washing my hands, acting like I just woke up. And I can't remember if I have so much trauma from this incident. I don't remember if he walked in the bathroom, but he didn't catch us or whatever that night. But I remember he's chased Ian down. And he must have, because we heard running in the hall. And I walked back out when I made sure it was clear, acted like I was tired. I went back to the room. I got in there first, though, and Ian wasn't there, right? And I'm laying in bed. I'm like, oh, shit, did my bro just get caught? Like, what's going on right now? And so the door opens. Ian gets back in. And we're both laying in bed. We're like, bro, let's just go to sleep. Act like this didn't happen. Fuck it, right? And I was like, Ian, what do we do with the keys? Because he still had the keys. He's like, bro, I don't know what to do with them. So I'm like, all right, just put them in this tissue box. I'm a fucking idiot, first of all. The tissue box was on my side of the room, and we put them like in the, actually, tissue box. Yo, by the way, these are a rare commodity right now, tissues, and I'm on like my last thing. And so we took like out all the tissue part and we put them in the bottom of the box, right? So the keys are in there, and they stayed in there for a number of weeks. And because they were trying to figure out who it was. The person's whose apartment it was, he didn't know. I don't think he saw us because it was dark. So we couldn't pinpoint exactly who it was that broke in. But they started searching rooms for the keys because they figured, how did someone open the door if it was locked? Someone has keys, right? So they start searching all the rooms. But I'm telling you, weeks go by, right? And we totally forget that we have the keys, right? Like it totally did not cross my mind at all. And I want to say it was about 3 weeks to a month later when all of a sudden I get called into the dean's office. But this dean was like, it's very weird how the school worked with their like higher officials and like the deans and all that. I don't know. It was a pretty fucked up system, to be honest, as many of you probably agree with. But anyway, I'm in there, and the one lady's grilling me about it. She's like, Adam, we found these keys in your thing. And I was like, I have no idea. Like, I'm telling you, I swear I forgot about it, right? It was like a month later. I was like, what do you mean? I didn't even remember we had them, right? And she goes, we found them in a tissue box. And I was like, at that moment it hit me. I was like, oh, fuck, I remember that. I was like, oh, shit, right? And I remember that at that instant, I took the bullet, right? I took the bullet because my bro Ian, like, bro, he was ready to be proctor next year, which means he would have his own room and he would also have a fridge. I knew that was really big for him, and he was trying to, he was doing a lot to try to get to that point. Because at this point, it was the spring, right? So it was leading into our junior year, which was going to be a big year for him, as well as for me, but it was going to be a big year for him. And I knew if he got in trouble like this, they would pull his proctorship away for next year. And I remember I was trying to tell them that it wasn't him, it was mainly me. And I did end up getting in trouble. Fuck it, I'm still alive, I'm still here, I'm living a great life. And I don't know, that was a crazy time. Like, we honestly didn't know. We just wanted to see the room, right? We didn't realize someone was living there. We would have never thought that a faculty member would be living in there. And that's just happened. I mean, hey, I'm sure you guys have a lot of crazy stories, whether you went to private or public school, of crazy incidents. This is just one of many for us. Like I said, I'm beyond blessed to have these experiences because it definitely grew me as a person. And hey, I have stories to share with you guys. Like, shit like this is absolutely hilarious to turn back on. When I have kids one day, I can look back with them and be like, yo, don't do what I did, or I can tell them the funny stories. I don't know. I'm blessed. You know, I grow from every incident that happens in my life. You know, whether it was the last story time, like I said, like that, I don't regret anything. I really don't. I wouldn't want to change anything looking back. At the time, I feel like I definitely would want to change things. But yeah, now looking back, definitely not. Definitely not. Because it builds you as a person day by day. And it gets you stronger going through things like this, right? You got to adapt, definitely. And yeah, you know, you got to know at the end of the day that you'll make it out the other side. Whether you fuck up, whatever, you'll know that you'll make it out the other side. But I don't know. Thank you guys for tuning in for this week's videos. I really appreciate it. Like I said, make sure to hit the like button down below, as well as subscribe. It really means a lot to me and this channel. So I would appreciate that. But yeah, make sure to tune in for next week's videos. We have some more bangers on the way. Probably some more story times. But with that being said, my name is Adam from A&M Vlogs. I appreciate all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. I'm out. Peace.
I said I got you on my mind, but I don't know what to think. When you hit me on my line, yeah, you know I'm tryna link. Yeah, she wanna know the trend, so I bought another face. And she wanna be a sign, cause she know that that's the game. Okay,